Now, as a lot of you might know, I've been absolutely obsessed with doing art as of late, and even though I think I'm getting better piece by piece, I still got a lot to work on. And as a learning experience, I'm doing something today. I'm going to an art exhibition. So I feel like I've had three distinctive phases in my art journey so far. The first phase was when I was trying to draw animals and Pokemon, mostly because I knew it's not something that you can stuff up too much. If you do end up stuffing up a Pokemon or an animal, you can just say, that's what a Ditto would look like. The next phase that I did was something that I was calling character studies, where I take popular video game characters and cartoon characters, try to absolutely nail their face, come up with a pose that's like straight out of my imagination, and somewhat experiment with the background. And lastly, this was somehow the hardest phase that I'm going through, is the chibi art style. For chibi, the head just ends up being such a weird shape, and then the body is the entire size of the actual head, which it's still weird for me to get used to because it's just not anatomically correct. But yeah, I do believe that I've been improving on my art a lot, and even though I'm going through different art styles, I'm adapting to all of them very well. Let's have a look at some of the pieces from the exhibitions now. I started by exploring an exhibition that displayed a lot of Aboriginal art. There was a large variety of art styles that really encapsulated the Aboriginal culture. And I'll be real, I spent a really long time looking at this piece over here. You know what I think this piece looks like? It feels like a brainstorm trying to figure out your place in the world and everything. And for a minute, I completely forgot that art doesn't have to be on a canvas. Art can be anything. Now, I don't really know about anyone else, but I've always been absolutely fascinated with Aboriginal art because stuff like this over here, it's got so much attention to detail into everything, every minuscule little thing. And it's an absolute eye candy. I genuinely do believe Aboriginal paintings are some of the greatest on the planet. No one can compete. So like at first, oh my god, the echo. So like at first when I saw these pieces, I wasn't really interested because I saw there were words in it. And then someone else came to this exhibition room and started to read everything, and then I'm like, my ears perked up, I'm like, what? What did she just say? Landlords as lovers? And then I go there, I start to try to read everything, and the closer and closer I got to it, the more that I was reading, the more that I was falling in love with the pieces. So like, I didn't expect that. And then after like I fell in love with the pieces, I just looked at how nice the designs were. These are watercolored, by the way. Now this set of images is something that I completely fell in love with, and I really didn't expect it. I spent way too long looking at these two pieces, but that's mostly because I was really trying hard to figure out what it actually says. And the longer I was spending reading, the more I started to appreciate its art style. Well, just in case you're dumb like me, the image on the left reads, is there a labor crisis in Australia today? And the image on the right reads, well, that depends what you mean by crisis. Then all the subsequent images are somewhat of a commentary on society. So I'm guilty of wanting to sell t-shirts, and I feel like these pieces behind me, they would work like absolutely perfectly for a t-shirt. Then I think I found some soil from different parts of Australia and a painting that really reminded me of the Tears of the Kingdom map. This was followed by some really cute scenery and landscape paintings. And you know, if I'm being absolutely honest, I'm not really good at sceneries or landscapes, so this might actually end up being something I take inspiration from. And these are the last two amazing pieces that are going to be in this video. Both of these pieces give kind of an out-of-body type of experience vibe. Like this one where the woman is transparent, as if she's becoming one with the world and the universe or something. And then all these holes that have stitches on them, like right next to her. And then another transparent entity that's like surrounded by warping stars, with what I'm assuming is just nature growing inside of her, or just she is nature. She might even just be a galactic body or something. But yeah, there you go. That's all the pieces for this video. It's really windy outside. So, did I end up learning anything from this venture? Yes, I would say I did. I did learn a couple of things. Firstly, I really like the look of watercolors. It's something that I would actually want to learn myself, learn how to work with watercolors and everything, because those pieces that I saw where it's like a commentary on society, I was just so enthralled and taken aback by all of the colors and how the colors were meshing with each other and the textures and everything, that I'm like, wow. Another thing that I learned was those watercolor paintings, they didn't catch my attention straight away. At first, from a distance, I thought it was ugly, but the more I looked into it, I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful. So like, something that I take away from this is you don't actually have to make a piece of art look perfect for it to be beautiful, because it's the imperfections that actually make a piece beautiful and give it meaning and all that. Basically, it gives it character. The stuff that I saw in the exhibitions, they're a lot different from the stuff that I make. The pieces in there, they basically tell a whole story within the artwork itself. The more you look at it, the more you unlock about the picture and everything and how you got to that point and whatnot. Like, there's a lot more emotion in those than I feel like in my stuff. My stuff is, I don't know. I feel like I do need to work on putting character into the things that I draw. But yeah, those are the things that I took away from the exhibition. What do you guys think? Now, to address a few things. Is this channel going to become an art channel? No, this channel is going to stay as a channel where I just share stuff with you guys. I know the YouTube algorithm absolutely hates it, but I don't want to be a niche channel. I'm not an NPC. I know there's always some rhetoric going around saying I'm a PokeTuber, I'm a gaming channel, I'm a food reviewer, I'm a travel vlogger, but I don't claim to be any of those. I'm just a creator. Another thing, why am I obsessed with art all of a sudden? If I'm being absolutely honest, about a month ago or something, I saw some guy called Happy Gamer Nick who was doing some Pokemon designs, yeah? And I kind of wanted to follow suit. I want to give my own crack at it. That, along with a lot of my friends like Maddie Kitten, Allosaurus, Missy Lisp, seeing the work that they do, seeing the art that they do, I'll say it's inspirational, and I was inspired. But at the same time, I think this is just a phase. Some of you guys might actually remember, last year around this time as well, I went through a big Minecraft phase where I was building stadiums, right? These sort of creative outburst phases, they go back quite a long time, if I'm being absolutely honest. You guys just haven't seen all of them. At one point I was really into photography, at one point I was into cinematography, I liked writing at one point, and you name it. I often have creative outbursts like this. Okay, I need to stand up. I was squatting for like 3 minutes straight recording that. Back to squatting. Last thing, am I gonna start charging for my art? Yes. Alright folks, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, if you want to see more of this art journey and everything else I have to offer, make sure you hit the sub button to see more. Take care everyone. See ya.